So we are just a few hours away from the beginning of the third test at the Gabba at Brisbane between India and Australia. I hope all of you remember. Yup.
टूटा है गाबा का घमंड, जीत गई है.
Yup, टूटा है गाबा का घमंड. Last time, this is where we defeated them at home, and this time we cannot afford to lose this. Series is at 1-1, but I think India does have an upper hand as far as the overall team balance is concerned. Because when you look at the Indian side, you know that Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul both have looked good. Of course, both haven't scored runs very frequently, very consistently, but both have looked good whenever they've batted. So I think I'll have high hopes from the both of them. Shubman Gill again is a fantastic batter who, if you remember the Adelaide test, the pink ball test, he was batting very well in that first partnership with KL Rahul. He was going very well, but after that he didn't get an opportunity, and he didn't look good after that as well. But fact is that he is someone who's comfortable playing in Australia, who's batted in Australia in the past, and I would have high hopes from him. I think Shubman Gill, if he's able to survive and continue to play his shots, he can be a match winner. What really surprised me, is that, and this is something I haven't seen in the last 6 to 8 years, Virat Kohli, the way he was focusing, the way he spent time in the nets. He spent more than 2 hours. Yes, that's right. Which I haven't seen happen in the last few years. I think last was in 2018, that England tour. Prior to that, he was spending a lot of time because he didn't want to lose to Anderson the way he did in 2014. And then he dominated. So this time as well, Virat Kohli did not just wait to time the balls well, hit the ball well. He continued to bat. Even though he was playing well, he continued to bat. He spent time, he played all kinds of bowlers, the spinners, the fast bowlers, medium pacers, and all kinds of deliveries. He was standing outside his crease, and he looked very good. I think something big is cooking. There's something special that's about to come, because Virat Kohli, after a very long time, has spent so much time at the nets trying all sorts of things. What I'm worried about is our captain, Rohit Sharma. Yes, not his form in general, but the fact that he's not looking as if he's going to score runs. Every time he's coming out to bat, he's putting his front foot out and then he's waiting for the ball to come. He's searching for the ball, which isn't a good sign at all, which is something that we see happen to batters at the very last stage of their careers. And while I hope and wish that it doesn't turn out that way, history teaches us the opposite. It is that once a batter plays the way Rohit Sharma is, it looks as if they're struggling to even find the ball, and they're struggling to find the line of the ball. So it may just be the beginning of the end for Rohit Sharma, the international cricketer. Now, whether he opens or not, I don't think he will. I think the fact that he's publicly said that KL Rahul has been doing the job well, I don't think he's going to replace KL Rahul just after one failure in a test. I think when you look at Rishabh Pant, he's again someone who is the hero, the architect of that chase at the Gabba in 2021. And in many ways, he was the man of the series, right? Though he's continued to play the way he's always done, which is to attack, which is to step out and not play the orthodox test cricket way, he hasn't looked as focused and as comfortable as he looked in the 2020-21 series. That is the truth. So I'd be a little worried about Rishabh Pant, because while he's looking to attack, he's not looking to be in the rhythm he was in the previous tour. But I hope that this opportunity to reunite with the Gabba, the Brisbane pitch, brings out the best in Rishabh Pant, and he again returns to form, scoring a plethora of runs, not just these 30s, 40s that he's doing. Because so far, he's looked very impatient and has lacked concentration. Next, Harshit Rana, the third fast bowler who looked very good in the first test at Perth, really struggled to bowl well with the pink ball in Adelaide, right? That's the truth. He didn't look good. He lost his rhythm. He was not good with the line and length. He'll have to work on that. Of course, he'll be back with the red ball, but he has to again find the right lengths, right lines. I don't know whether he'll play or not, but whoever plays, if he does, he has to work on it. He has to again bowl the way he did in Perth. If he's able to do that, he'll be able to significantly support Siraj and Bumrah, who will certainly then do well. But if he doesn't, it'll put a lot of undue pressure on the other two. Now, talking of Mohammad Siraj, I think he's again gotten carried away with whatever happened, the sledging and all, but he tends to get carried away because he's someone who's had a habit of getting wickets at regular intervals. So when he doesn't, he gets very frustrated and he starts doing a lot of things which he can avoid, which is like throwing the ball back at the batter, getting involved in banters and sledging, which again, as a result, diverts his attention. He loses his focus. Then he doesn't bowl in a very disciplined way, loses his line and length, which happened, and he went for runs. He didn't get many wickets as well. Now, whether Ravi Ashwin is continued or not, I don't know. I personally feel maybe a Washington Sundar again can be a better bet because he's a slightly better batter in Australian conditions than Ashwin, and he bowled well too. He bowled better than Ashwin is what I feel. Now, Josh Hazlewood is back, and that could also be a sign of worry for us. But I personally feel that Scott Boland is a very good bowler. So the fact that he's out is a bit of a benefit for us, an advantage for us. He's a very good bowler, and I personally feel he has that sting, and therefore he's slightly better than Josh Hazlewood on most wickets, while Josh Hazlewood is very good because he's disciplined, he's consistent, he hits the right areas spell after spell, and that's what puts the batters in trouble. So Josh Hazlewood being back is of course a cause of concern, but Scott Boland being out is again a slight advantage for India. Pat Cummins, the captain. I know he hasn't been very effective so far, but he can be very effective if the Brisbane wicket turns out to be the way it has always been, which is if it is bouncy, if it is fast, it is going to benefit Pat Cummins because he bowls from a height, he hits the deck hard, and the ball can bounce right from there. If it does, the ball is going to be causing a lot of trouble to all Indian batters, and we have to be wary of Pat Cummins. Now, when you look at the Australian batting, I think the biggest cause of concern, of course, is Travis Head. He scored that beautiful 140, and there's only one way to dismiss him early, and that is to bowl bouncers at him, to bowl short pitch deliveries, which unfortunately we have never tried against him early on. When we've bowled bouncers to him, he's already been playing at 60, 70, 80, so it does no good. Now we have to bowl bouncers, especially Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj. They both have to bowl bouncers to Travis Head from the very beginning itself, because then he's kind of a compulsive puller. At times he doesn't time the ball, gets the top edge, it hits the helmet at times. He's not comfortable, he's very tentative, and that is how you can get him out early on. Another point is that Steve Smith has been struggling, and we have to allow him to continue to struggle. We cannot let him get away with an inning, because if he does, he's going to score runs after that. So if we are able to get Steve Smith's wickets the way we have been getting so far and not allow him to score runs, that could be a big advantage. And same with Labuschagne. He did get a good knock, but Labuschagne too has been low on confidence, and we have to play on that. We have to continue getting Steve Smith and Labuschagne out early, because then Travis Head is the only reason to worry about. And the other batters, I don't think are looking that dangerous, at least as of now. So if we are able to take care of this, I think Indian team has an upper hand, because while our batters have been very disappointing, their performance has been very, very disappointing so far, our bowling has been very good. Our bowling is the biggest strength we have, and the moment we see a bouncy wicket, it's going to advantage our bowlers. So from here, I think India has a good chance to play good cricket, not make as many mistakes as they did in the pink ball test, and get a lead of 2-1 in the series. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.